I pray you sing to the Lord a new song. Sing praise in the assembly of the righteous. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud on their beds. Let the high praise of God be on the mouths of the saints and a two-edged sword in their hands to execute vengeance on the demonic nations and punishments on those peoples, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute on them this written judgment. This honor have all his saints. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Sing to him a new song. Praise the Lord.
And, that's beautiful because, we're singing that new song. We're singing that new song in Revelations. Matter of fact, let me get that, man. That's Revelations, the 14th chapter. We singing that new song, and the Most High is about to rise up his men, his elect men, to do what? Put these devils in the chains that they belong, man. This is, let me get this. This is Revelations chapter 14, verse 1. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Sion, and with him 144,000, having his father's name written in their foreheads. And I heard a voice from heaven, as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of a great thunder. And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders. And no one could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth. These are they which were not defiled with woman, for they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto the Most High, and to the Lamb. So I would like to say Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and salutations to you brothers out there doing his work in truth and sincerity. I like to say Mawathla Babel, which is death to Babylon. And Lord willing, this is edifying to you brothers out there doing his work in truth and sincerity. The topic going to be on this is a new song. And that new song is according to prophecy on how Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is about to bring his people back up into that power. The Lord said, what? For I will give you a new covenant. And that new covenant is going to be this truth written in our inward parts. When we get into the kingdom, there ain't going to be no going off. Matter of fact, let me grab that. This is Hebrews 8:8. It says, but now have he obtained a more excellent ministry, by how much also he is the mediator of a better covenant, which was established upon better promises. For if the first covenant had been faulty, then should no place have been sought for the second. For finding fault with them, he saith, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. So the Lord is about to make a new covenant with his people, which is the so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, which is the elect of his people, man, the 1/3. It says, Salakia, it says, for finding fault with them, he said, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continued not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith the Lord. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my laws into their mind and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a power, and they shall be to me a people. And they shall not teach every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord, for all shall know me, from the least to the greatest. For I will be merciful to their unrighteousness, and their sins and their iniquities will I remember no more. And that he saith a new covenant, he hath made the first old. Now that which decayeth and waxeth old is ready to vanish away. So the Lord is going to put this word in our inward parts. You know, when the kingdom is given back unto the so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, these Edomite devils, these other nations, they're going to go into captivity under the Lord's true people. This is Isaiah 14, and then I'm going to go ahead and drop it from there. This is Isaiah 14 and 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall give the rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve. It says that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how hath the oppressor seized the golden city seized? The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers, man. So that's a beautiful thing, man. But I like to say, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. And salutation to you brothers out there doing this work in truth sincerity. I like to say Mawathla Babel, which is death to Babylon. Lord willingness was edifying to you brothers out there doing this work in truth sincerity. Remember, this is the new song. And we at the end of the so-called white man society, his structure, his foundation, his rulership. And they're going to go into captivity under the true people of the Lord, which is the so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. I like to say Shalom.